Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Go until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart, breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun. Oh, but we were so young. Love me till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. Shook me to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked up ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. My name is Rizordi, and to you, one and all, I say right here, hello, friends. How's it going? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Right as we get started, today you'll see I've gone with the somewhat dangerous, pushing the limits, plaid on plaid setup. The only way it could be better if I still had a plaid tie, maybe a plaid hat, more plaid, more good. It's very good to see you all. Welcome. How the heck is it going? Hi, Root Cappy. Hello, Sturdy Bob. How we doing, Jester? Pepper, a pleasure. Good to see you as always, Axix and Silent. And hello, Lost. How we doing today, Jim? Jim's good to see you. Hello, Destroyer, Green Concrete, and everybody else. Hope you're having very, very good days. It's dangerously low amount of plaid. Wait, we need more plaid? Oh, wait. All right. Can we make this work? Is this workable? I just need to introduce this jacket also, and then finally we'll have a sufficient amount of plaid to get this thing started. No. It's a beautiful day here. I gotta say straight away, it is such a nice day in Tokyo today. We slept with the windows open last night for the first time this year, I believe, and it was cool but not cold. The neighbors got very drunk and yelled at each other, but it was very nice. This is not a good way to wake up, incidentally. About 3 a.m., our neighbors were in a tremendous screaming match. And it's the kind of thing we don't normally hear here. And the police did show up after a while, and I'm pretty sure it was just yelling. I don't mean to make light of any of this, but it was quite the surprise. At the same time, the other not-so-delightful way of waking up last night was we had an earthquake in the middle of the night. This is our first nighttime earthquake since we've moved here, or at least first nighttime one of sufficient strength that it woke us. And it was not so bad, but it was to that point where I thought to myself, okay, if a really big earthquake comes in the middle of the night, what on earth do we do? Because on the second floor and the first floor of the house, we have tables, right? And you get on a table to shield yourself. On the top floor, though, we don't have any tables. We have the bed and the emergency box. On the third floor, you have to have a little ladder to get down, of course. And that's about it, right? So there's nothing to hide underneath. Now, with that said, there's also nothing over our heads other than like a lamp on the ceiling. But yeah, I would so prefer it if the earthquakes would wait until daytime when we're up and around. But yeah, not a fun way to wake up at all. That said, I think we got back to sleep fairly easily afterwards, and that was good. Pull the covers over in case of window glass. That's a really smart idea, Sally. Thank you for knowing things about earthquakes. But yeah. Hello, Noms.
Hello.
Are you here to talk about the nighttime earthquake?
It really was early morning.
Was it early morning?
Yeah.
What time was it?
Like 5.
Oh, like 5. Okay, yeah.
5:30.
Unfortunately for me, once I go to bed at around about 10 o'clock, or afterwards, until I get out of bed in the morning, it's all just nighttime. Yeah, especially if we have the curtain closed.
The curtain?
The last night I think the curtain was open.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, people say hello. Hi. Would you have anything to share about the nighttime or about anything yesterday? Or
I have nothing.
You have nothing.
I am just here because I heard you talking and I finished doing some email.
That's nice. Would you just like to hang out and listen for a little bit and then ship in when we want to? Ship in?
Okay, sure.
Ship in?
Sure. That
ship
sounds
in,
good.
yes.
That sounds
I need
good.
you to get some cargo and ship it into here if
That's
possible.
what happened with all of these things that are around us.
Yes, all things were shipped here, it's true.
You got shipped in.
So Sally is currently offering us nighttime earthquake suggestions.
Oh,
because like I
that's
said,
good to know.
to them, not to you yet, there's no table on the third floor for us to hide underneath. Where second floor or first floor, We got tables.
Yeah,
Third
Fritz
floor.
is very aware of the fact that there's nothing for him to hide
Yeah,
on the third
yeah.
floor.
Our cat Fritz used to hide underneath the bed all the time. It was his little fortress.
Yeah.
Now he sits underneath our dining room table on a little chair.
Yeah, that's
And
his new fortress.
He can see well enough there. I think it may be a little exposed. I think he'd still prefer the safety of the bed.
Yeah.
But our bed now
Because somebody can sneak up underneath it.
Exactly right. Yeah, but now we have drawers underneath the bed, and he can't get in the
Poor buddy.
drawers.
Poor buddy.
Drawers.
Maybe we should get a different bed.
No, we need the storage space. Yeah.
No, we can just get a really tall bed that has storage space.
Glorious.
And then Fortress Fritz.
If it's a really, really tall bed, then we can also hide underneath it
Oh, okay.
in case of an earthquake. Glorious.
Everybody can go there.
Saying the word drawers, I realized I had a friend, or still have a friend, I guess, who's from Boston, and he doesn't say drawers.
Oh.
He says draws, which to me sounds like the what one does with a pen and pencil.
Oh,
they
draw.
draw. Yeah, draw.
I mean, I have a hard time saying drawer in general.
How do you say this instead?
Drawer. But
Drawer. Yeah.
it's a hard word to say.
Occasionally,
Drawer.
the stream degrades into me just saying one word over and over again.
Drawer.
Yeah, drawer. Like,
Drawer.
drawer. Hello, G. Torres. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Everyone's come in. I appreciate having you here for sure.
Yeah, it's like yesterday when I was talking to a Scottish man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said a Scottish man, one of your faculty, was offering a name.
Yeah.
Right. Would you like to tell the story, or?
Oh, sure. I think he was talking about someone named Stern. Except I realized I don't know if he means Stern or is this man's name Stone?
Right.
I don't know. And so I repeated it back to him. I said Stern, and then he was trying to clarify, but then I think he ended up overpronouncing the R in
Yeah.
a very Midwestern way, like Stern.
Yeah. Because in his Scottish accent, it comes out like what?
I don't know. It's gotta
Stern?
be something like that.
Stern? I don't know. I'm not Scottish. I'm probably being very offensive to Scottish viewers. Here, let me sound like you. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's kind of fun. One nice thing about being here is we've heard a wide variety of accents and dialects, not just the variety of the United States ones, but also Kiwis and Australians and Scottish folks and all the rest. Hey, Death by Comic Sans. That's an amazing name as always. Your mother-in-law says draw for drawer. Yeah. I realize this is a regionalism. I realize a lot of people do it, but it throws me off every time also.
Really?
Yeah, because the pronunciation is so distinct from how I pronounced it.
Drawer.
Drawer. Exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, I imagine it sounds ugly to people. Drawer. Drawer.
Should I record that and play it to you while you sleep and see if you have horrible nightmares? Yeah.
I already had horrible nightmares.
You did. Noms remembers her dreams and I just don't.
Yeah.
And often things from the workday sneak their way into your dreams and become like related topics. Or you said you just had like dreams about like, oh, I'm in a meeting, or oh, I'm teaching a class, where I definitely don't have that at all.
Yeah, the other day I woke up and I kind of woke up, and as I was waking up I thought it was Saturday and I realized it was Tuesday. But today I thought it was Tuesday and I realized it was Saturday.
Yeah, that's generally terrible. That said, the reason you thought that today was Tuesday is we have work to do today.
It's not work.
It's not really work, but we're going to be ending stream a little early today, probably an hour or so early, because we're going to have lunch with one of our colleagues.
2.
Right. See,
Oh.
yeah, I forgot.
We have different readings about this situation.
So initially, this all started when one of my colleagues talked to me about why don't we go out one-on-one and get some coffee. And he kept...
Did you say the words one-on-one, or did you just say, let's go have some coffee?
Yeah, he just said, let's go have some
Okay.
coffee, but this sounds like a one-on-one kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, aha, he's asking me to be friends, or to try the friend thing. Heck yes. Resort is going to have a friend in Tokyo other than find noms. I was excited for this. As you might recall, I had one friend in Tokyo before, and I said to him, I feel like it's the beginning of a friendship, and he said, me too. And then 3 weeks later, he left. It was very traumatic.
Why do you keep driving people away from Tokyo?
I know. Everyone in Tokyo must leave. So this guy invited me out for coffee, and we went back and forth on times that would work, and all the times that would work for him for coffee were during stream time. And I said, no, I'm sorry. My mornings are consumed.
Maybe he only drinks coffee in the morning. He's like, I can't drink coffee in the afternoon.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. And so I said, let's find an afternoon time that works for both of us, or an evening time. Let's go out and get a drink. Fine. I know he does drink, so it was not a rude question. And he said, well, okay, it doesn't work so well for me right now. We have a new baby, and so I need to stay at the house. How about instead we have dinner? And I said, awesome, sounds good. And I don't recall exactly what I said, but it very quickly became, why doesn't Noms come along also? And I said, awesome. It'll be him and his wife and the baby, and the two of us, and this is still a social call. And like the beginning of a friendship, amazing. And then, after we'd accepted it, after we said, yes, we'll be there on Saturday the 11th, etc., 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 suddenly, he said,
Sally's not going to hear the rest of the story.
I also invited another colleague and his wife. And so now it's no longer one-on-one or two-on-two, but it's become a business convention. And this is very dispiriting, very dispiriting. Now, it's possible, as you said, that he's just trying to do like a bigger friendship thing, and that's fine. But because all of us work in the same place, nay in the same section, and you're the boss, I think it's no longer fun friendship time.
Yeah, I mean, my reading on this is that maybe he felt bad that he hadn't invited the other person over yet, who has known him for longer. And so maybe he felt like, oh, if he finds out that they came over, I might feel bad, or he might feel bad, so let me invite him too.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's just combine it. Or he doesn't want to be one-on-one with us anymore. He's like, I need some more protection.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what happened. I realize, of course, I am overthinking this thing.
Yeah, but I can imagine that he might be overthinking it too.
Oh yeah, no, he is definitely an overthinker. Yeah, I think often on stream, as I put more and more words into the universe and say, like, here's what I'm thinking about this important situation, I realize that one, it's not terribly important, and two, I'm really, really overthinking it. So yeah, that's how it goes. Something like a great board game night.
Hey, that's a good idea. This will be our contribution that we bring with us.
No.
Here is a giant board game that will take the next 6 hours.
Yeah, number one, I think it'd be so rude to announce, hey, it's now board game night, surprise. Number two, the other person being invited is like in his mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
And does not, I mean, I don't know.
It's not a video game.
It's not a video game. I cannot see him being someone who says, yes, I would enjoy learning a complicated board game. I think what he likes to do is to drink his beer and sit and talk about Play-Doh, and that's fine. We can do that. But I cannot imagine him being on board board games. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. Did they ask what Noms like for dinner? Yes. They asked, he moved very quickly from you to you all. And asked...
Let's make sure that it's clear that they added me.
Right, I did not add you.
Yeah, I was very insistent that if they did not want to invite me, that was okay.
Yeah, I think we often worry if you're there, it changes things because you're the boss. And I think that we have had colleague friends before who you're the boss of, but it needs to be approached kind of carefully.
Yeah.
And definitely I can have a different relationship with people at work than you can often. Yeah. So I was ready to go like make a friend of my own. But yeah. Anyway, that's one thing. We'll be ending about 11 o'clock my time, which is a little over 2 hours from now, so chit-chat time can't be too long today.
But you could still... Oh, I see. You're showing me the door.
No, I'm not showing the door right now. I'm just saying before too terribly long now, we need to say goodbye.
That's okay. Wait, it's not Minecraft Day again.
That's correct. RimWorld Friday has been again supplanted by Friday Auction Not Included. That said, I think today may be the last Oni day for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. See, you're riling up the chat. Fernanthus is displeased it's not RimWorld Friday. Last week, Fernanthus boycotted the stream. This week, he's been seduced back in.
But Jim has offered me coffee.
Right, when Jim is saying, Noms, would you like some coffee? This is a Midwestern thing, which means go away, right? Remember, I didn't know that, and you taught me that.
Yeah.
That asking someone for coffee means go away.
We're going to show up at our colleague's place today. And he's going to be like, would you like some coffee? And you're going to be like, oh no. What have I done?
He's not a Midwesterner, so
Oh,
I know
that's
that doesn't
true.
apply. That's I don't know any of the Australian like social cues. That said, he seems like a profoundly awkward person in just the way we like, and so presumably he will find a way to express it more directly if he really needs us to go.
Yeah, he'll probably wait 30 minutes after he wants us to leave, and then he'll say, well, I think we should be calling an end to this, or something that sounds a little abrupt.
I suspect what he'll actually say is it's time for the baby to have a nap.
Yeah.
And we'll say, okay, bye. I mean, that said, as you know, until I'm comfortable with someone, I'm always looking for the door. Like, we'll have dinner
me too.
or lunch, and that's very nice. I enjoy that. But then once it comes to unstructured time, if the conversation begins to die even a little bit, I say, I would like to go, I'd like to go, I'd like to go. And I never quite know how to indicate to you it is time to go.
Yeah, because I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, you're blah, 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 blah in chief, and that makes good fun for us, and I love that about us, but yeah.
Remember the time we were at our old friend's place until, like, I don't know, 11, 2 or something? It just kept going and going?
Yeah, and I don't mind that if we're already friends. I think I struggle when it's a newer person and I haven't yet felt out their cues and so on.
Yeah, but
just
that was
tug
one
on
of
my
the-
ear. I love that.
That was one of the first times we hung out at their place.
Was it?
So,
Okay. Yeah. No worries. No worries.
Well, did you get your adult diapers on for the long haul today? Maybe we'll be there until 2 a.m.
That's a very strange thing to say. Also, we're starting at like 1:30,
There you go.
and so I can't imagine it. I
Look,
can't imagine it.
They're the ones who suggested that maybe we would like to bring alcoholic beverages.
He did say that. That said, we can have like a quick day drink on a Saturday without making an all-night bender. I don't know what kind of weekend you want to have, Noms.
Look, maybe they're trying to have a party. Maybe this is their way of having a big blowout party.
Well, I have no interest in that, so I will storm out. Storm out.
Okay.
Fine. I have one other thing to share with you all. As many of you know, I get emails. And so we're gonna go to the I get emails page. What's the prefix to this one? Our Football Manager streams. As you know, Football Manager has no music at all. And so one of the things we have to do during Football Manager streams is come up with our own music.
Oh, like John Tesh music.
Like John Tesh music. Absolutely. And so we use a playlist over on Pretz.fm that is cleared for use on Twitch and on YouTube. So it does not get muted. And then a few weeks back, I said, wouldn't it be fun to play for you all one of my favorite piano albums of all time, the Gilded Goldbergs? And I made you all listen to it over and over and over again, week after week.
Y'all.
How dare you? What do you mean? I'm sorry, you all. It's great.
It just doesn't seem like the sort of thing that you want to listen to while you're doing Football Manager, but okay.
Yeah. Some of them don't like it. Don't worry. You'll never have to hear.
Maybe you played them John Tesh music.
No. Because John Tesh music, I think of John Tesh music as being like widely known, and so easily identified via copyright.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this album had a very limited release from a fairly minor publisher, and I had to go digging to find it.
And yet,
I get emails.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
Get emails.
oh.
Yeah. So this morning I woke up to not one, but I don't remember how many. Let's see. 18 emails, all of which say every single one of my Football Manager VODs over on the YouTube have been blocked. They're no longer available.
All of them?
All of them that included that music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're not way back.
Yeah.
So I want to say I appreciate.
Hyperion's not no.
They're not nothing, but they're much smaller than like BMI.
Sure.
Yeah, like the big international that they think of.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not a copyright strike, so they're not going to shut down my account. But after a manual review, I don't know exactly what that means. Like, I know it isn't the automated computer has identified it, and out you go. So someone had to like sit there and look at my little video, like, this nice man seems like he's enjoying the football. I hear our music, out you go. I wonder how they identified it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But
maybe Hyperion has some sort of AI on it.
maybe they're a subscriber who snitched. That's a good point. One of you is against me. One of you is my Judas. I hope you enjoyed your handful of silver. Yeah, so if you didn't see the Football Manager streams, I apologize. You will
not.
never see them. So that is how that goes. Yeah, that's the whole story there. It's fine. It's fine. I'll learn my lesson. And not.
Look, do you need copyright safe songs? They even give you a little link.
Yeah, I have copyright
We're
safe
adding
music.
new tracks
The problem
all the
is the
time.
copyright safe music is often lower quality. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Someone worked very hard on it. It's just not.
Someone worked hard on that.
It's just not nearly as compelling, and I want to share something special with the community. Something I listened to in my youth over and over and over again. And it was formative to my taste back then. But
Yeah, I learned a new term from one of my students. It's called what? BGM, background music. And they're-
BGM, huh.
BGM. It's called background music, and then like people compose, like they write, like it's like a genre. BGM.
Yeah,
It's not like what is that dance genre?
EDM.
Yeah, EDM is over. It is now BGM.
BGM, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a whole genre of YouTube videos that are like chill beats to study by, that kind of thing.
yeah.
So, some Football Manager Twitch VODs still seem to be up. Okay, they might be the ones from before I started playing my favorite CD. That'd be Bill. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, so I know there's a whole genre of music that's intended to study by or to put on while you work, that kind of thing. The problem, of course, is often that stuff does not work super well for streaming, especially if it has talking in it. Or by talking, I mean singing the words.
Oh, I thought you meant like what is that? The
Drop the beat, boom, doo that.
No. AS.
Oh, ASMR.
Yes.
Um,
Maybe you would like to play that while you're streaming Football Manager.
Very good. Hello, Bill Nasty. You asked, do I watch Jeopardy? Good job catching the reference. See, I thought only Noms would catch that, but yes, genre is the way in which Alex Trebek used to pronounce the word genre, and I find it delightful, and there's a YouTube video of him saying it over and over and over again. So anytime I say the word genre around Noms, I say it just that way, and she rolls her eyes, and gosh, it's delightful in joke. Yep, yep. All right, not to be rude, but let's be rude. The baby needs a nap now, so I'm gonna need you to head on out. Oh, no, not quite. You can say goodbye if you want to. Noms, thank you for hanging out with us. I had a nice time. I appreciate your visiting in the morning. Terribly sorry. Yeah, okay. Hello, friends. It's just us now. I banished. Terrible. Everyone's saying goodbye.
Bye.
Is there a better way to indicate that I need to move on?
I don't know.
I don't want you to feel bad.
You have too many times.
Okay, very good. Hello, friends, and welcome to one more day of Oxygen Not Included. The little game we've been playing now more or less consistently for, I think, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like that. It has been a tremendously fun time, and that will continue today. Like I said, I need to end 2 hours from now. So if I'm running long and you notice, I sure would appreciate a quick note because I need to get a reading up by noon. And if I do not get that reading up, I will have very angry students, and that'll be a problem. So that needs to get done. Next week, Mary Wollstonecraft. Great author. We'll talk about her on Monday, probably. Hello, Psychart. You took so long to catch on the VODs. Yeah, there's been a tremendous amount of Oni content pushed out recently. So I'm glad you're caught up. It's good to see you. Today is going to be an exciting day for the base. I mean, that said, every day so far this playthrough has been an exciting day for the base, in which we've had no problems at all. Everything's been beautiful and nothing hurt. And hope that continues today. Because today, I think, we're going to build a rocket ship. And that'd be pretty darn cool. Oh, that said, I just now remember I said I was going to do something else. Which is, here is our base. Here is our base. Here is our base. We have a whole bunch of brine. That's a very nice thing. The major development yesterday was we made our little spacesuits. And we climbed up, and we now have a deployment on the surface. And on the surface, we have a telescope, and I remembered I built this thing and did nothing with it. So one thing we learned at the end of stream yesterday is this lovely green up here is radiation. The entire surface here is irradiated. And that radiation is coming down, down, down into the base. We'll have to deal with that eventually. Because I think this means that when our spacesuit friends are climbing up here, they're being irradiated the entire time. So we should probably work on that. Because yeah, little buddy, who are you? Little buddy... Oh, are dupes unselectable while they're on the fire pole? Oh, there it is, Marie. Currently has 9.43 rads. That's fine. As long as they under 100, we're okay. But when they go outside and sit here and do their work, I worry quite a bit about them being overexposed. So I'm going to change this setting so that the telescope is only turned on for half of the day. And I'm going to put that half towards the middle of the day so that our dupes are awake and working. And that should limit them from getting too much. We'll see. Hey, Francis, it seems to only come straight down. Maybe a slight bend at the top would save rads. Yeah, what I was planning to do is actually make a little umbrella. Like, possibly just like 2 doors and a ceiling. I think that would do it. Is there less radiation at night? No, Freak. I think it's consistent all the way through. I don't think there's night and day cycle. The reason I'm wanting to be during the day is because I know that most of my dupes on their schedule sleep at the night part. And so I want to make sure that the people who are doing the research have access while they're awake primarily. We'll see how that works. I can't put a little roof over top of this unless I have glass, because it needs to be able to see the sky. It's so strange seeing Spacela, any of the meteors. Yeah, it's totally amazing. Oh, there is a night and day. Really, Morgan? I apologize. I didn't think there was. So does the radiation then change night versus day? As of right now, it's 125 per cycle. That it's per cycle makes me think that it's consistent, or at least we don't know how it's distinguished throughout the day or the night. But that's a fine point. All right. Only the intensity of light changes. So it's not that the radiation changes at all. It's just the light. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. We can see the numbers skedaddling down the deeper and deeper into the day we go. Cool. Do I have any lead? Not yet, unfortunately. This little planetoid we're on has nothing of that sort. That said, I know that refined carbon provides decent shielding, and so we'll probably build out of that if we can do so. What else was I say? Rucappy, you're absolutely right. As much as I want to continue up here and build our first spaceship, which will be called Kevin by popular demand yesterday, I also would like to spend part of today attempting to get this geyser at least, and maybe this geyser also under control. The reason I say this geyser at least is towards the end of stream yesterday, it went dormant. So it will not be producing any more water or heat or steam or whatever between now and when its dormancy turns back off. So I'd like to get in there, let it get some walls up, etc. The priority may have been natural gas, so it definitely is. The only issue is natural gas is not dormant, and it comes out at 150. And so I worry about, right now in here it's only 36 degrees. I would like it to be dormant before I head on inside, because I'm afraid of the heat. So if it goes dormant, I will definitely move to this first, but we want to wait for the dormancy cycle ideally. Okay, so I want to work on this at some point. The other things I want to work on right now is right. I want to see if I can get that little setup up here we mentioned before. So I guess I'll use proper airlocks. Assuming we have enough power availability. This wire currently has 120 load. Wait, really? It doesn't go through the door then? Oh, amazing. Okay, this is a separate line we brought up here exclusively to run surface buildings. Cool. We'll add these in also. Hey, Hippo, the colony's going great. We're just getting started today, but I'm having a ton of fun. I hope you're ready for the same. Okay, so we can make things out of ceramic. It's an insulator with very high overheat temperature. Does it give me anything on radiation? Well, I think it's the case that the radiation just can't go through solids, or doesn't go as well through solids. So we'll try it and see what happens. These are each ceramic. I know ceramic's the very best insulator, so I probably shouldn't waste it. We'll see what it looks like. And then I'm also going to go ahead and make a little tile pile here out of just whatever. And that will be fine too. Okay, cool. You like my random statues? Yes, we decided that surface-based decoration would be lovely. Hey, Game Merchant! Game Merchant, thank you for the resubscription. Happy Geyser Teaming Day. Thank you. And also with you. I hope it works out. I sure do hope. Before we go to that, though, I want to look and see what our gigantic rocket needs to have. Because I want to make sure we can get all the pieces and parts to make what we want to make. And the number one question is, do I need any plastic? So, we begin a rocket. And I think the engine goes at the bottom. Yeah, I wish it would show what must be at the bottom. But I'm going to make a sugar engine first. And it's made out of any kind of ore. Steel has the highest overheat temperature. I don't quite know how space works, but I think we'll make our rocket entirely out of steel just to be safe. So we'll go to our little room here. Everyone have a good day. And attempt to make a whole bunch of iron. And then also a whole bunch of steel. That'd be pretty swell. You start with the cheapest option. So I don't disagree, except I would hate to make it... I'd hate to make it cheaply and then have it fall apart. Oh, things can move on the rocket after you build it. Oh, okay, I thought you had to build in order. If I can shift it around, that's very cool, thank you. In that case, we can look and see what else we want to put there. Definitely we're going to need the Spacefarer nose cone. Functions as a command module and a nose cone. Holds one duplicate. One command module may be installed per rocket. Must be built here. Okay, so what do you require? Again, gotta be able to refine metal. Probably more steel, more good. So we're gonna need 700 steel now. Good. We have a cargo module. Delivers cargo to the surface of planetoids that do not yet have a rocket platform. So if the rocket can't land, which it needs a platform to land, we can then throw things down to the surface. Beyond that, there's oxidizer. Stores fertilizer and oxalite for burning rocket fuel. I've consumed all the map's oxalite. I don't know how to make oxalite. I assume there's a machine for it. Let's find it. So, do we need fertilizer or oxalite to run the sugar engine? I think no. The sugar engine just says burns sucrose. Yeah? It doesn't say burns sucrose, but also needs... I don't know. I actually don't know. Let's read a bit about more about these if we can. So, does sugar engine require... What's it called? Like an accelerant? Is that the word for it? I don't know. Once been built, more can be added. Rocket speed calculated. It doesn't say anything about needing oxidization, so maybe not. Catalyst, oxidizer. Thank you all for knowing the words. I remember the word precipitate. Remember that's like the junk left in the in the liquid after the chemistry's done. Precipitate. Very good. Hippo, you started a new game 3 or 4 times since last began. Yeah. I think I've heard from a lot of viewers that with Oni, you can't attempt to do things perfectly the first time. You've got to accept at some point there are problems that push on anyway, and that is good to go. I'm going to say this does not require an oxidizer. We'll see if we're wrong. And so the other thing we have here is a gas cargo canister. Allows duplicants to store some gas resources found during space missions. So this is space mission. I don't quite know what that is yet. It's probably not landing on a planet and filling it. Because I would say gas resources from other locations. I don't know. We'll see. There's a bunch of other rocket pieces I've not yet researched, and I'd like to check those out. One's being done right now. We're learning about the crash plan and hold the duplicant traveler. So I think this is how we would have one duplicant thrown on the planet and one duplicant in the nose cone. And so we could deploy our very first dupe. I'm guessing until the rocket lands, there's no way to get that dupe back home. Except we could land on the very first planetoid that we found and find our way down to the teleporter, wherever that is. So do we believe that we could have just one dupe? Yeah, just one dupe. Start a colony and survive long enough to work their way down to a teleporter. Because we can give them a bunch of cargo also, right? We could give them a bunch of, I don't know, oxygen and such. Something like a stream bet topic. I've never done a stream bet. I mean, I do like votes and see what people think on that, but no, I've never done a stream bet per se. Hello, Grob. How's it going today? All right, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Oh, right, I want to see, did this actually block the radiation? Okay, so on the outside, 125 rads per cycle. On the inside, 60, and then 46, and then 30. Over here, it's 125 on the outside and 52 on the inside. So is it actually possible that whatever this happens to be is better than ceramic? I'm guessing that's the case. So what is this? This is sandstone. So sandstone is more better than, is potentially more better than ceramic. Oh, maybe it's because I have not closed this. All right, we can put drywall in and see what happens. Maybe drywall will help also. Because I think I was assuming that the radiation, the sunlight, whatever it is, comes from straight up, down. Maybe it comes through the back also. Okay, so this is not solar exposed. This is solar exposed. Or not solar, space exposed. The time to make background tiles, which may be utilities. Are they? No. Are they base? Drywall. There we go. Alright, so drywall can be used in conjunction with tiles to build airtight rooms on the surface. There's nothing here about, nothing here at all about radiation. So I'm guessing this is not exactly necessary, but we'll see. Hello, Noms.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Hello.
Thank you. That's a very large person.
It's a statue. It's a
Oh,
statue,
yeah.
Behold, behold.
That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you. I don't think I need to do this, actually, factually. This, drywalling, but we do it anyway just so it looks nice for our little dupes. That'd be good. Mm-hmm. Are you going for a run?
Yeah.
Awesome. I hope it's a good run.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you one thing we didn't tell stream is that Tokyo is going mask optional.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
saw our masks and I realized that.
Yeah, I mentioned that last week, but it is true. I'm pretty excited to be able to teach with no mask on.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while of teaching with masks on,
Yeah.
and I think my students who are not native English speakers will do much better seeing my lips move.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think...
And being spat upon.
Being spat upon. Yeah, I think one interesting thing that's going to happen, though, is we'll be surprised by the bottom part of people's faces.
Oh, yes. I already have been.
Yeah, because I think we have lots of senses of what people's lower halves look like, just based on intuition or guessing.
Yeah.
And then surprise, surprise. And so I worry that the majority of Monday's class will be people staring at my face and saying, huh, didn't guess that would happen.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
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 Okay, that's all.
All right, have a good run.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye. Is the granite being added? So the drywall is added to build, but has not been built yet. Again, I'm guessing it's going to change absolutely nothing. All right, something being built here now. Does that change anything on this view? Oh! Wait, this part is not as exposed. Is this actually changing things? All right, one moment. So this is radiation blocking 0%. It's also not built yet. This is radiation blocking 2%. So I think we get a little bit of blocking with the drywall, but not a tremendous amount. We'll see. Remember how solid things block a percentage of radiation? Yeah, I guess I'm trying to figure out, is the is the drywall counting in that calculation, or is it just looking nicer for my purposes? Okay, so up here I see this is blocking 52%. This is blocking 56%. I'm going to need to also look into other kinds of tile blocking. So none of them say anything about radiation at all, unfortunately. The ceramic's an insulator, but that is that. All right, so I think we need to go through our rocks and figure out which rock is the highest level of radiation protection, or we can just add more and more and more levels. Maybe the melt tiles, good question. Melt tiles, do you say anything about radiation? No, unfortunately not. So we'll need to go into the old book here and learn about these things. So what's the radiation blocking of refined copper, which is called copper? Okay, solid copper. Radiation absorption factor 0.61, emission is 0. So it absorbs but does not produce. Cool. I'm curious if 0.61 is on a scale where 1 is 100% blocking. I'm going to compare that with ceramic, which we know is like, what, 52%? So ceramic, what is your blocking there? 0.65. Okay, so it seems that ceramic is better than metallic copper tiles. Let's try the iron now. Good. Iron is 0.66, so a little better still. I'm guessing steel may be the best what I have right now. Of what I can build with, at least. 0.74. Yeah. And the planet has returned. If you didn't see this yesterday, a planet's been showing up from time to time. Wait. This time it's actually there. Oh, that's weird. So yesterday's stream, the planet was bouncing into and out of existence. Now it's actually stuck in the corner. Huh. I don't know if the planet's supposed to be there. Let's just build more layers. I think that will work fine. They can't get up there, though. And the reason I'm particularly interested in doing this is just that I worry the people climbing up here will take quite a bit of radiation the whole way and then pick up more while going outside. So I hope that will help. Okay. So we set up making a bunch of steel, I believe. Yeah, so any iron we get, we try to make steel out of it. It's just a matter of getting the iron made first. Good. While they're working on getting all that done, we're going to head on downstairs and I want to check this out real quick. So we're currently pumping water from here, which has been cooled. It was at 36, 37 degrees before, now down in 22, because we introduced more and more and more ice. It's being pumped to here now, where it gets pumped up and cleared out eventually. The only issue we have right now is the water here may have gotten a tiny bit germy. I made a modification to my chlorine room that caused some major problems over there. So it actually might be worth pumping this entirely empty to get rid of all of the polluted water before we pump anything else in. Speaking of which, nothing's being pumped in right now because it's sitting and getting cleared. So as of right now, the water here has been fully degermified, and it's just about to pump itself empty. But that water will then get very germy also. So I'm actually going to turn this off entirely for the moment. Hey, Rayoxium, hopefully I'm saying that right. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the radio host. Welcome, Rayoxium viewers. I'm Resorty, and we're playing a little game called Oxygen Not Included. Were you also playing this today, or is this a... Are you coming from some other directory? Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Welcome. You're playing a game called Oxygen Not Included. Is it any fun? Did you enjoy it? Hello to Cowboy. Welcome. Yeah, hope you had a good time. I'm a newer player, figuring stuff out still. Right now, the issue of... we had a bit of germ issue. So I think what I'd like to do... Yeah, what I'd like to do is empty this entirely, because we don't really need much in the way of pumped water except to maintain our food. We'll see. So what I'm going to do is actually factually pump all of the water into here. Wait a minute. We can just connect it right here, can't we? Pump all the water into this line. That should be fine. Or can we just connect it straight underneath the bridge? Trying to find a way to do this without having my dupes need to do anything. That's not it. One more time. Pipe goes there. Haha! Alright, so now the water should also flow. Now the water should... Okay, the bridge is greedy, so it's trying to feed across this way. Before it feeds into here, I guess. Never mind. My attempt to be lazy is not going to work. Let's do it the right way. Ray, you love this game. Your main game you stream is having servers problem. Ray, what's your main game? I always love hearing what people stream regularly. Okay, so from here to there, it'll then dump here and get pumped out. I want to watch this being done so that we can immediately get onto so that we can immediately get onto pumping water back in. You played Dead by Daylight. I love that game. I've actually never played it, but I have watched it. Any game that requires fast reaction is just not for me. But it's a really cool competitive, like, team versus one game, and I like the idea of that kind of teamwork game, but never played it myself. Virgil's Lost. Thank you for the follow. How's it going today? Good to have you here, sincerely. I could pump just into the output side. So the reason I'm not doing that is I want to get the water in here as fast as possible. If we pump into the output side, then we'll have to wait for this wire to clear. And I really want this completely empty if possible. Now, something is wrong. No power. Uh-oh. How is there no power on this pump at all? All right, something has gone wrong. Right. What's gone wrong, as you recall from yesterday's stream, is we're actually not producing enough power for the entire base right now. And we're down to only 8 tons of coal, and this is why I need to focus on getting power going here. But that's a down-the-road problem for future Resorty. Okay, what we could do is throw in one more coal producer here. Because with 3 going, we are really, really, really maxing out our batteries. And that's a little bit unfortunate. I could probably turn off some portion of the base, steal from the spawns, but the amount on the spawns is such a small bit, right? Like, the batteries are totally full. Crash down the forge for a bit. That's not a bad idea. Because, yeah, the forge is consuming power consistently anytime it's being not filled but used instead. And the power it consumes is, 1,000. This was the big addition recently. And so, sure, turning this off while we deal with the water problem is a very, very good idea. Thanks for the good idea, Hippo Guy. Appreciate that. Okay, that will save some power for the moment. It's pumping again. Awesome. We could hasten this by adding a second pump, but I think we're okay just letting it go. So I'm going to go top speed just to watch it pump quickly. And we'll get another research going as well to unlock more rocket fun. Artificial friends. The dupes need help. They're willing to hire the latest and greatest robot creations. They don't have to quite be alone. How much left here? Oh, one thing is, this is dripping, this will drip ice once it warms up. It's currently negative 57 degrees, so we're fine. Good. We have less than a full tile here, that is fine. Now, what is actually germy in here? So this pipe is germy inside. I think if really all the water gets pumped out, then... yeah, if really all the water gets pumped out, there will be no food poisoning germs left. We'll just need to mop up the last little bits and have them put not into here, but instead into here. Well, speaking of which, where is our... do we have no place for clean water to be dumped anymore? Because previously the clean water was dumped down to here, and then to here, but now it's not being dumped at all. So let's, for the moment, allow clean water to be dumped into here. Down under 600, we'll come back in a moment there. Okay, what else needs handling at the moment? Well, we can look up here again and see, do we have sufficient amounts of steel to make our first engine? Oh, we're close. Oh, we're halfway there. We could make the nose cone, but I think we should save that for the end. Cool. As of right now, our cooling line here is stopped entirely because the forge has been turned off, I believe. Good. Cooling line over here appears to be working fine still. Good. And then the big question is, what is your temperature? It's 18 degrees. It's working really, really well. So we were worried about the vacuum of space overheating the telescope because it was producing a little bit of heat. But no, its temperature's actually gone down substantially. Does the telescope have a minimum temperature for successful use? Just have an underheating temperature. I don't think it freezes up, but that's working really well. That's cool to see. Hey, Spoonwood, what have I used steel for so far? I used steel for this because I was worried it might overheat, but that ended up not being necessary, so I could destroy it and get the steel back. Have I used steel for anything else? Probably something. It was only things I've been worried about overheating. I hope. I think. Yeah, I will go ahead and trade this out for basically any metal will work with the cooling line working. So destroy, high priority. Let's get to it. How's it going, Zillion? How's it going, Volo? Made you question whether it was Friday? Yeah. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm a tiny bit burned out on RimWorld right now, so no promises we'll see it anytime soon, but maybe next week. Who knows, who knows. Celestial detection. So space scanners, as well as enclosed telescope. I believe that the space scanner here, it allows you to like automate rockets landing and blasting off over and over again. And I've never done that. I think I used once something like this in the base game to like attempt to open the big doors, and I was so bad at that. But yeah, because the big doors would get covered in regolith. Oh man, thinking back to base game space, and I actually didn't know they'd change that in the Spaced Out, so I began this playthrough anticipating dealing with space yet again, but it's much, much friendlier now. Okay, so with that done, we can now make a new telescope out of really anything else, and I've got a lot of iron, so we'll just use iron. Sure. Okay, has the water been pumped out? It's getting close. Material overlay would show it's made of steel. Okay, what does steel look like? So this was made of steel. Is it steel colored? So this color means copper. This is made of obsidian, which is possibly overdoing it. Yeah, I'm sorry to say I'm not going to be able to pick out things made of steel. And there really may not be anything else. Behold. Behold. Oh, poor little buddies. They're hanging out in carbon dioxide. Not a big problem. I'd like to fix that, though. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, printables. What do we get this time? Right here, we receive... It's a meep! It's a meep! Irritable bowel and small bladder are an unfortunate coincidence of things. That means he goes to the bathroom more often and is slower dealing with it. On the other hand, beloved Frankie here. 3 positive traits. Amazing digging. Better at not getting sick, and amazing agriculture. Eats a lot of food, but produces more food too. Weird interest for that, though. Alright, Thimbleweed seeds it is. More seeds, more good. With the coal increasingly going down, I think I spent part of yesterday trying to find more coal, and I forgot that the material overlay is very, very helpful for finding it. So this is going to be the color of coal right here. Coal is purple, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely purple. So let's see if we can find some big old piles of purple that we've not yet dug out. Yep, right here for sure. Get that, head this way as well. They can not make that hop if that's removed. Oh, though this can be dug out from below, can't it? This is digging into the Hermit's territory, into the Hermitage. And that's good. Cleaning this out will allow us more space to deal with decor. Hopefully he's not saving that for anything important. And if you're keeping track of the Hermit, so far we've only given him power, nothing else past that. Let's continue around here and see if we can find other bits of coal. There's some little bits right here. That is not part of the volcano, so we should be okay. If I dig in like this, they can't get past here anymore. Remove that, though. We'll figure it out. Someone might get stuck there, but it's okay. Because I'm not getting stuck, so why should I care? Tiny little bits here. That's unjumpable. We'll move a little bit there so I can climb up. And then over here, there's more and more coal that we've partially marked, partially not. Back to it in a bit. Oh, what's this? What is this one pipe that's not been made yet? What are you meant to be? Oh, this is taking carbon dioxide from up in this room and delivering it all the way down to the skimmers. As you can see, though, it's stuck here right now. There hasn't been much of a backup, so it could just live here, no problems. But I'd like to get that done correctly. And there are two complaints here. One, they actually can't reach that spot. That will allow it for sure. And then two, we no longer have any sandstone. And so the gas pipe needs to be made of something else. And granite is just fine for that for right now, I think. We do need all three of those. Okay. Down here we have a sage hatchling egg. I know they provide better coal than the other ones do. We talked about making additional hatch farms yesterday in order to get our coal production up, because we are running out, fundamentally. And I don't quite know if I want to do that and where I want to do it, but there's one more thing on the list of things to do eventually. Have we pumped out? Oh, it's close! I would say it's close enough for now. So I no longer want to pump absolutely everything out. So we'll use the cutting tool to cut here. More research. Still working on more science stuff. And we'll send a mopper in now to mop up absolutely all of this. And then, as I said, this mopped water will get dumped here just for right now. I'll move that to higher priority. Actually, Stinky's already on it. Thank you, Stinky. Oh, there's quite a bit. Stinky's working eternally. Oh, people are helping. Everyone hates this job. There's no person who enjoys mopping. I don't know. Seeing that shining, clear floor afterwards feels like a good time to me. I'm going to prioritize... Mima actually got all of it at once, so she'll dump it, and then we'll turn off the water dumping here. Well, Mima is carrying it, and threw it on the ground! Oh, Mima. I'll do that in a while. So, with that cut, we can now... Yes. Turn this back on. Do I have to replace a germy pipe? That's a fine question. I actually don't know what germs inside of pipes do. There's no germs there anymore. The germs have been cleansed. Except for this one here. Oh, it's just polluted dirt sitting there. Getting ever more polluted. Yeah, this is where the outhouses were. For quite a bit, I was saying I need to get this somewhere else. And yeah, we talked about making another compost bin up here to deal with that. And I guess we'll finally do that now. And that should potentially help a little bit. Cool. We now turn our chlorine room back on. It's quite full. It's quite ungermed. Awesome. So to do that, this activates at 28. When did I have this? Okay, I thought I had this activate until 30. Okay, so the order of things is this opens to let liquid in. Yes. It then sits there for a while and gets degermified. So the period after 55... No, the period after 61 is cleansing time. And yeah, it activates at 28. And so this means it needs to activate at 0 until 28. I don't know why I picked 28, but I think that will work. We'll look back in again in a little bit, see if it's building up even more water. This will be the return of water to here. Oh, you know what I do actually? Better idea. I'm going to turn this off entirely for a moment. So 33 is the number to remember. I'm going to turn this on, just pump forever until this is emptied. We'll come back in a bit. That will help us to fill up the water right here, so at least our farmers have water again. That went surprisingly well. This has not been built yet. Surely someone's on the way to do it. Abe is doing it. And then we'll see the carbon dioxide get dumped down here. Good, good, good. We could turn the smelter back on again, the refinery on again. I'm not going to do that, though, because I would like to get this handled now. Back on this one, not dormant yet. Okay, so for the moment, this thing is not going to add any more heat to the world. At the moment, it's 70 degrees inside of there. So whenever we breach into this, there's going to be a tremendous wave of heat coming out. The things I'd like to think about before we open this, number one, how do we avoid that giant blast of hot air getting out? And I think the way is to have a line of powered airlocks, which will ensure it's kind of sort of blocked. It'll still get some through, but not too much. We'll see. Hello, Thrall. I didn't update the goals for today, but yeah, the goals are hopefully get this thing tamed and get a rocket built, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, those are yesterday's goals, which we mostly got done, actually. Come in below with a bend. Come in from below with a bend. That's not a bad idea at all, actually. Yeah, I was thinking of coming in from the side, just so it'd be easier to get the water out and up. But no, below might be a very good idea. Boo Boo, I appreciate that. Yeah. So that's one thing, is how to deal with the heat. And dumping the heat down, awesome idea. Down is always the area where shame goes. Deep, deep down. Number two will be the question of how do we deal with the heat of the water? Standard answer here is make it cold, either by running cold through it or running it through cold. Now there's a machine I know we can use that I haven't used in this playthrough yet. The Thermo Aqua Tuner. Cools the liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in the vicinity. Requires 1.2 thousand watts. So again, this is going to require us, this is going to require us having a tremendous amount more power. So getting more power going, super important. Hatch Ranch. After I deal with this, we'll then deal with a Hatch Ranch just to help a little bit. Aqua Tuner plus steam turbine is the real solution? Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely afeared of the turbine. We'll deal with it at some point in this playthrough, but as of right now, I'm not feeling like dealing with that particular challenge. I just want to make a rocket, man. Okay, so for the moment, what we could do is take all this water and put insulation around this So it goes over pressure and yeah, so it goes over pressure and doesn't send any more out. Now, with that said, I'd kind of like to set up some kind of automation where if some water somewhere goes low enough, we open it up and let stuff out. Is it not already over pressure? Yeah. So as of right now, it's not producing anymore. But I mean, once I take the water out of here, then once I take the water out of here, then it will no longer be over pressure. I think. So, yeah, so I think the immediate thought is dump all of this down. Maybe don't take the hot water out. I'm just doing this because I think it's fun to do so. I'm just trying to think about how to control geysers. I agree. We don't really need water right now. We definitely don't need heat right now. I just see a geyser. I like to engage with the geyser. And I realize that's not the best strategic decision, but so far every geyser I've just hidden and said, oh, it's shameful. This one I want to deal with a little bit. So, yeah, so hot water we're going to dump down below. The water here is 40 degrees and 40 degrees. So we could dump the 60-degree water into this water and it'll cool off a little bit. At the start, I guess. And then we take the nice water and the polluted water and either pump cold through it or just dump ice into it and trust it'll get cooled down eventually. I kind of like that idea. The only issue is getting ice down here because there's no cold biome. There's quite hot, but nothing cold. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is go in here, question mark. Or maybe dig in this way and then open this to get in. I think I'd prefer that. Because we already have our subterranean line to there. I think it's all reachable right now. Cool. So what I'd like to do is to dig down this way. They can get there, they can get down. Cool. And we'll get access to this medicine thing. This medicine pack. So curious what's in there. And beyond that, we also know that this machine can be used to throw critters into. Never done it. Love to learn how it works. After over here, we're going to go up and get the coal, which is awesome for sure. You don't think they can get there? We'll look in just a moment and figure it out. I wouldn't be surprised if I screwed something up, but we'll look and see. Okay. Like to get that coal. We're going to have to pierce the abyssalite. That's fine. So this abyssalite being pierced will allow the heat from here to get down this way. Yeah. It's all pretty warm though, so no problems at all. Can I run the water through the radiant pipe, through the polluted water, and have natural radiance? To a point, yeah. I could definitely put a pump in here and pump it through here, and the water from here will cool down relative to polluted water. The polluted water will also heat up though, and so there'll be an equilibrium between the heat lost and the heat gained to the point that there's no longer any heat being removed. So in the short term, yeah, that'll make it a little bit cooler, but not as cool as I need it to be / want to be. But cool idea for sure. Yeah, I know I could just radiate it through the cold biome. That's always doable. But radiating through cold biomes just feels kind of bad for me. I really enjoy the idea of letting our cold biomes live a little while longer. Hey, it's more algae. In case the spawns stop working, we can get the algae producers up and going again real soon. We don't want to pierce that yet. So, I'd like to, I guess, just dig all the way across here. I don't know. This is something I talk about every single time I play this game. I don't know under what conditions non-sand rocks fall or crack. Like the coal is always cracky. So does that mean it's about to burst? I don't know. Down here we can read, it's very, very soft. Yeah, the hardness mechanic, I don't think I've ever fully understood. Something mows. So I guess I'm going to leave this, which is definitely a little bit, hard by comparison. Igneous Rock's hardness is 25. Feels much better. And instead we'll go this way. Yeah, this is just the coal's texture. I know that. I've definitely seen like proper tiles crack. And so it goes from being like attractive tile to mess there. And so I do wonder if I were to go straight to the coal, would the overpressuredness or weight of water or whatever it is eventually fall through? I don't think there's a Dupepedia page that explains hardness. Is there? No. Cracks? Probably not. Egg cracker. Yes. It's like a giant egg cracker. Alright. There's a actual Wikipedia page for it. Alright. Maybe we'll read that at some point. All of that is reachable. Good. Yeah, I'm at the Dupepedia. I have this commitment, as many of you know, to try to understand games on their own terms. By which I mean, I very much want to look inside of the game to understand how mechanics work. If I have to go to a Wikipedia page to figure it out, it feels kind of bad. Now, there's probably a way to science it out, but we'll see. This is, in fact, real slime. So, we want to put the real slime into a bucket here, most likely, just to keep it under control. But if we dig in any way, we'll either dump all the water out or get enslimed. So, can we... No, we can't fit through there. Okay, actually, there's no way to go through here, is there? Without dumping the water somewhat. We can... what can we do? Can we go up and around this way? Well, that's just dig down here like I mentioned before. Why don't we just do that? Oh, the reason I don't want to do that is I don't want the heat to dump up. I'd like to keep the abyssite here if possible. We can remove an insulated tile here. It's quite warm, and so the dirt coming out of here will heat up the base substantially. We're not going that way. Okay, on the other side of things, I know I'm going to want to have a ladder up to here, definitely, to dig all of this out. This stuff is phosphorite, which is probably also quite soft, yes? Firm! Delightful. So phosphorite is the same hardness as igneous rock is. Cool. So if I'm not afraid of this breaking, I shouldn't be afraid of this breaking either. We'll see how that goes. If a science cells need different columns of water to see what pressure it breaks, but I need to do that with every single material. Yeah, I guess as long as I understand what the different hardnesses are, we're fine. We'll science it at some point, probably. Okay. We're just going to dig through the slime and then find some way to not pick the slime up. That will be fine. Okay, so then I want to ideally come out right there without releasing all of this. To do that, I'll need to leave this right here. It's not doable. It's genuinely not doable. Okay, let's go ahead and build a relief tank on this side. So we'll dig through like so. Slime some slime. But this little tank here will then dump into... Yeah, as long as it's big enough down here, it'll be fine. And they'll make a ladder line so our dupes can hop past without having to step in the liquid. That may be an excessive amount of thinking. I don't know if we actually discovered anything important in this. Cool. All right. Now, can they get here? That's the big question from before. This is currently unreachable, so something is wrong. What's wrong is they can't jump through this area. We had a ladder there. They're good to go. That's also unreachable, unfortunately. But why is that unreachable? They can definitely climb that, and they can hop that, Well, that does not help at all. So they can get to here. Hop, hop. Big problem there. More ladders, more good. And that is reachable. So once this is made, they can then work their way across, I think. Also, making these out of Mafic rock, igneous rock is the local rock. We should just use that instead. Yeah, all this is Mafic rock, which means we've hauled it in from way across the base. Like I said yesterday, this is one kind of efficiency I don't fully understand yet, is making sure you're using the correct kind of ladder for what's nearby. You watched me saw this digging job yesterday and hoped someone got stuck. Outrageous. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith in the intelligence of the dupes. Or perhaps you just should have low expectations, and that way, when they screw up, when they don't screw up, you'll be pleasantly surprised and not hurt when they do screw up. Right, alright, alright. This is working very nicely. Chlorine room, still dumping. Water bucket is allegedly filling up. It's trying its best. Alright, just to speed this along a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and throw some tiles in to melt the ice. We still have a tremendous amount of ice. I do wonder if at some point I'll say, oh no, why did I melt all the ice? We're not there yet, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and turn this back onto normal sequencing. So again, it starts at 28. We run you until 27, we'll say. 28, same thing. Okay, let's see how it goes. As of right now, behold, behold, no germs. Hopefully that continues. Nice. This is a tremendous mess down here. Instead of making our little buddies have to hop all the way through, it'd be so much better if I just flattened this. And the Abyss Light's nice and cool, so let's go ahead and get that done. And again, igneous rock here, so we can just make those. And then we'll steamroll across eventually. And make this the same thing. Like so. And somebody might get stuck, but we'll see eventually. And they'll work our way through here sooner or later, but for now this is fine. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. Lindsay got all the way over to digging a little bit out, I believe. Lindsay's a builder, though, so presumably Lindsay's here to build now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We'll check on that a little bit. This is still non-dormant. I'm making sure that I didn't dig so far over here that's going to actually open up. It's not going to. Even if I ignore it, it'll be fine. Okay, so short-term solution to the issue of power is to build another cold generator. I don't believe... Yeah, I can't fit another cold generator here that'll be run by the auto sweeper. I'm always curious, is it possible to like put one right here? We would need to have floor for it to sit on. And I guess the question is, would that floor block this thing's line of sight to here? It only had 600 power, which is not enough to run anything we've added recently. And my room is so beautiful. Oh, what we can do, and I started doing this yesterday and then got distracted. What we can do is make a tune-up machine. I don't quite recall what that is / how it works. What I remember, though, is that yesterday we were trying to put this into an actual room to see what would happen. So let's do that. So apparently the giant wires cannot have a door going through them. Good to know, good to know, good to know. So we'll need to replace this one here with a joint plate instead. We'll have to destroy it to do that. Okay. Hello, Diggle. How's it going? A recap, you got curious, your last Oni game that cycled 462 with colonies on 3 planets. That's awesome. That's very, very awesome. I hope it continues to be stable and continues to be fun and all the rest. But briefly, no power allowed in the whole darn base. We then replace that with plates like so, and a plate like, whoops, plate like so. And a door can go there instead. Now the big question is going to be, can I put one of those tune-up machines somewhere in here? Or is there no space? Alright, space scanner research completed. What else is rocket-like? This is rocket-like. Payload opener. Unpacks interplanetary payloads delivered by duplicants. Automatically separates solid, liquid, and gas materials and distributes them to the appropriate systems. Okay, I think this is for automating rocket ships that carry things back and forth, probably. So if we get oil on some second planetoid, we can then send it to main base here. Cool. Cool. I should probably hurry this one up. Bubbles on the way. Good. Water is not dumping out anymore. Uh-oh. Something is wrong up here. It shouldn't be sitting with an empty reservoir. Ah! Ah! So, I think this was 33. I probably should have written this down. It's all set up again. Hopefully it will work just fine. Hopefully. Let's not look too closely. I'm sure it's okay. Ice is actually hanging out. That's amazing. I've never seen the ice hang out quite this long. The air is cooling pretty quickly. Was this a mistake? I'm sure we'll be fine. Sure, we're all fine there. Other thing to notice is this may end up overflowing. Just we're pumping all the liquid from here over. We'll need to move the pump from here over to here eventually to help get the rest, but that's a ways off anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think until we have the power situation figured out, we really shouldn't add anything else. Unless I want to turn the refinery on for just a moment and try to get a little bit more steel made. Because I'd love to see that gleaming rocket ship. Hey, someone's trapped. Hello, dupe. Ah! So you are. So you are. Alright, let's get you out of there. So number one, let's destroy this little bit there. And on the ground you have igneous rock. We don't even need to destroy it, honestly. We just need to add an igneous rock ladder there. There we go. I really appreciate they have a pop-up here on diagnostic that says someone's trapped. I think that's fairly new. Hey, Jelly, how's it going? Jelly, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the nice message in chat. Hello, Jelly. How's it going? That does not solve the problem. How about another one? Would that solve the problem? I believe in you, Ruby. I believe in you. Jelly, thank you for the follow sincerely. Hope you're having a good day. I like your emotes very much. No more trap notification. Again, really appreciate that one. I understand why some of you would not like it because it makes it so I don't have all my poor dupes die. And so far, no dead dupes in this playthrough. That's pretty great. Makes me very happy, actually. Check on that in a little bit. How is the digging downstairs going? It isn't. Unreachable, says Bonnie. Unreachable. Bubbles. Bubbles has no oxygen left. What is Bubbles doing? Bubbles is going to dig with no oxygen at all. Oh, no? Okay, wait. Bubbles? So, okay, you can get to there. You can get to there. You can get to there. I'm going to order Bubbles to move and see what they figure out. They can definitely get that far. Ah, okay. I see what's happened here. Operation Save Bubbles is upon us. And we're going to have Bubbles just dig straight down. All good, all good, all good. Yeah, they give the trap notification. They do not give the, they give the trap notification. They do not give any notification of, it's heading to suffocation. Go, Bubbles, go! Go, Bubbles, go! I believe in you! This is probably a Wii U. Everybody needs to come and handle this. Yeah, unfortunately, other people have asked for this job already. Oh, it's actually heavier digging than we need. The Bonnie's on the way! Come on, Bonnie! Oh boy. Oh boy. Bonnie? Bonnie, what are you doing, Bonnie? Oh, so Bonnie was already in this area and is low on oxygen as well. Oh, friends. Oh, friends. Oh, friends. This is just an unfortunate confluence of multiple issues. I can never dig out anything en masse again. When you dig out things en masse, it all goes bad pretty fast. That's unfortunate. All right, here comes May. May's on the way. May's on the way to store table salt. May's what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, May? Okay, I have an idea, and that idea is make some ladders. The Bubbles, you're gonna make some ladders. You're fine. Okay, on the floor, granite. Make granite ladders. Bubbles, move here. She's making a ladder. All right, Bubbles will be safe. No concerns. No concerns. No concerns. Just keep holding your breath. You're fine. You may not be fine. We'll see. Unless there's oxygen right here somewhere. There's polluted oxygen right there. Awesome. Oh, why not just make one in the middle? It'd been smarter to make one in the middle than doing what I'm doing. Suffocation, no breathing. Go, Bubbles, go! Go, Bubbles, go! Yes, yes. Find that oxygen. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Run, run, run. Breathe, breathe. Bah ha 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 ha! I give you functioning bubbles. No one will ever die. That was really close. That was really, really close. Whew. Whew. All right. No more mass digging allowed. All right. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. What do you mean y'all saying F minus no? No, no. A plus yes is the word of the day. Yeah, Bubbles, go. Go, Bubbles, go. I should probably pump some oxygen down here. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is super important stuff. We'll go ahead and lower it down to job whatever. And then we'll want to build here again. Cool. Bubbles about halfway home. You can breathe the oxygen. Bubbles is now afraid to breathe, I'm afraid. Yeah, standing in normal oxygen while with an oxygen mask on, very strange, very strange. You probably saw, and I saw also, that this pipe is not getting a lot of oxygen now. There's a big backup on the other one, because really nobody goes that way anymore. So, I could just combine these two lines and see what happens. This is going... Wait, are you only dumping there? So this is dumping half here. Is this dumping any over here? No, so it comes through, dumps half its ability there, and continues along, dumps here. So 25% there, 25% here. This is fine. This is all fine. No one's dying, no concerns. We just gotta get more oxygen production, as I said a number of times now. What were we doing before the... What was I doing before the bubbles-based disaster? I was thinking of turning the pump back on. Well, if I'm having power troubles and need oxygen, there's only one thing to do. Welcome, my friends, to the production of one more SPOM! This was not the plan for today, but I think it's what shall be done. So we destroy this wall. And it needs to be 6 internal, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 internal. Wall goes there. Is that there? I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, one higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. Hey, Nerf Gamer, I got a haircut. I got a haircut last Sunday, I think. But it's good to see you too. And thank you for noticing that I made an effort to look good for you all. I'm actually not going to make this wall until we're basically done. We'll see. Why didn't another spawn before I hatched enough for 20 dupes? I think I have 3. Yeah, because I have 3. And I'm noticing that my my oxygen pipes are not filling for the oxygen tanks especially. So I'm planning to run this one into here ideally. As well as hopefully into here. Oh man, that's full. Oh, so much precious oxygen up there. Yeah, this is what I want to see on the other oxygen masks. Oh, we can also just change them from oxygen masks into proper suits as well. I wonder if the proper suits hold more oxygen than the gas masks do. Can we see that? So this holds 200 kilograms of oxygen and 75 kilograms of oxygen. I'm guessing the 75 is inside the super suit. Down here, no oxygen at all. Yeah, we'll just see what happens when it gets full. I'm seeing right now if they evenly share oxygen between them. They don't. Because nothing is getting to the 4th one. Huh. Okay, one finally got to the 4th one. Does anyone know how this selection is done? I need some pattern recognition AI here. ChatGPT, explain to me the pattern. Okay, it seems like 1 and then 3 is happening, and then 2 and then 1, and then 4. Alright, so 1, 3. Oh! Oh! Thank you, Nerf Gamer. That's very sweet of you to say. It's 50-50 per choice. So when it reaches here, it may or may not. Or you're saying it's 50-50 every time it passes it. So this either will go in or will not go in. So it did not. This one then will go in. This one will not go in. It'll go to 3. This one, 1. Okay, this one did go in. So now, past 1, all the way to 4. Aha! Aha! Interesting. Does that mean the game is keeping track of absolutely all of those? Like throughout the entire base? I always know there's so many things going on. I didn't realize that was going on. Craziness. Crazy, crazy. That's awesome. I'm sure it can be used for something in the game, but I have no idea what. Okay. We're currently in the filling stage still. So dumping stage must just have... Oh, you know what? No, we're fine. We're fine. I'm about to say, I think I'm still pumping all of my good water into the bad water. I hope that's not true. No, I was seeing a lot of good water in here. It's from this area there. That is just fine. I was worried it was all of this water moving over, but... I could put a filter on this and send the good water into the good water. Okay, I might need to manually do this for a little bit, just to hasten water showing up. We'll check in a few cycles and see what happened on that. Alright, back to thinking about what is love, what is life, what is spam. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Okay, floor goes here. That's fine. Well then, from underneath, when you remove this. So we'll add this as you remove this. I know if they hop on and build, they might get their little head stuck. That's something new. What do we have up here? Behold, a Drecklet, or Joya Seeds. Gossman, interested in 3 things, likes digging, starts good digging, however, moves slowly and builds poorly. Or Little Frankie dig, good at digging, good at doctoring, no attacking allowed.
Good day.
Hello, Noms, how are you?
Good day.
Here, you can choose. Which of these 4 do you like most? This is a Drecklet. It's a tiny baby of the ugliest possible creature. It is bug-eyed. Can you imagine, like, touching that thing? With its hard little body parts, hard little fur.
Maybe it's cotton.
So it's not cotton. It's like when Fritz gets mats. Like, it can't lick its back, and so it gets these terrible matted clots.
You're trying to get me not to choose that one.
We hate the Drecko. If you take the Drecko, I will kill the Drecko immediately. Just so you know.
Okay.
Number 2, a man named Gossman, or a gal named Gossman, a person named Gossman.
Oh, they're very excited.
Jumping happily, because we might pick them. They have many interests. They're multi-interested. They have not yet chosen a major. However, they're very good at digging. Except they have anemia, and they don't build terribly well. If they get stressed out, they vomit. If they get happy, they throw sparkles everywhere. Frankie here, who is eagerly digging his little mole hands, would also love to be selected. Oh, such joy. Doesn't believe in fighting, though. No fighting allowed. He's a lover instead. Or Joya Seeds. These little cacti. Happy, friendly cacti that make people smile when they see them. Which of the 4 do you choose?
I don't know. It like people like Drek.
People do like the Dreckos. People are wrong, though.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
You would go against chat?
Oh, yeah. On this one,
Lots
100%.
of people on chat like Drecklet.
Yeah, are you going to be swayed by them?
There are many, and you are one.
Okay, you got to say the words.
No. One likes... I mean, so Gossman seems to like sciencey things, and
It's true.
so they might help with sciencey things in the future.
It's true, yeah.
Frankie, what?
Dig.
Stress
dig
reaction is destructive.
Dig. What if I can morph him into a cool Drecko with that room? I promise I'll go for plastic Dreckos eventually, and for right now, though, they almost die. I'm not doing plastic until we leave this lovely place.
Oh, I see. Frankie only has +1/+1/+1.
But
whereas Gossman has +2/+3/+2.
Yeah, and different things. They will eventually catch up. They build their experience points as time goes by.
I can tell you want Frankie.
Oh, no. I actually... So, truthfully, if you were not here, I would take the Joya Seeds. Because I don't hugely want either character. I will kill the Drecklet, and the Joya Seeds are always useful. But
okay.
No,
Go for your Joya Seeds.
Alright, I'll take the Drecko. I feel like I've been guilted the Drecko. Welcome to base, little Drecko friend. Hello.
You said you would kill him.
I did say that. Oh, I would name him. I was going to give him a name and he could be our pet. For right now, the Drecko will get to sit on top of that fertilizer. What a nice... Oh, now it goes down. Isn't it adorable? Isn't it cute?
It's got cute. It has 2 eyes.
It has 2 eyes and like some strange wart there.
You told me it only had 1 eye.
Its little teeth dumbly sticking out.
Yeah, it looks like Fritz.
Yeah, and Fritz is ugly.
No, what a cute little buddy.
Oh boy. Okay, well.
What a good buddy.
He can hang out there.
Yeah.
He's safe
He
and happy in our
looks like
base.
a grandma. Like that's like grandma hair.
It
know?
is.
Like it's like
It is.
curlers and
Yeah.
Yeah,
He goes down
grandma.
to the salon once a week or so and gets the blue put in.
yeah.
But look at those little like nubbins. Those little nubbins pulling it forward.
Those are called arms.
But they're in the ear location. Do you want arms here?
I mean, it's all head.
It's true. All right. Thank you, Noms, for your excellent suggestion. I appreciate that. Now, what on earth was I doing? Right, I was working on making a new auction room.
Bye.
You can stay if you want to.
No, I need to go
All right, have a good shower.
because
we'll see.
we got things to go.
Got things to go. It's true.
to go.
We'll see you, Noms. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hey, Blue. How's it going? I'm having too much fun? There's no such thing. When it comes to hang out with Noms and making selections about what creatures should be in the base long term that we care about very much. Surely we go with what Noms likes. We enjoy Nom visiting us, and that's a lovely, lovely, lovely thing. All right, very, very good. Very, very good. All right, over here, what's this filter doing? This filter is to clean oxygen out of the shame bucket and leave behind other materials. Once again, here we are going to segregate the gases that come out of this room into the shame bucket until it's functioning correctly, and that will be a lovely, lovely thing. I'm going to need to move some of these pipes also because they are running right through the middle of the room, and that's going to be an annoyance. Hello, Pumpkin Pie. How's it going? Hope you're having a good one. Continue building across here. Definitely dig out that copper. This gas here is polluted oxygen. We can definitely let that go and see what we find. Cool. My base is looking good. Thank you. The base is, I think, stable. Like, as long as I try to do nothing else, I think the base will hang on just fine. Except for the water story, but that is getting fixed, I swear. I think the problem right now with the water is whatever water is being pumped in here is immediately trying to pack these pipes to keep the bathrooms going. So I think we are going to have to do this manually for just a little bit. So I'm going to turn this off entirely. I'm going to turn this one on entirely. And so it should fill up quite a bit. And as I said before, a filter here to pump pretty water might be good. Though it's entirely packed with dirty water. For the next little bit, we're only getting clean water here. Oh boy, I'm feeling spaghetti-related thoughts happening. We need to run it to there. Or like I said, we could filter this. Yeah, we'll just do it manually. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I'm making the bottom out of the wrong tile. I want to continue insulation. Also, we got to make sure we use gold for our buildings here, just to ensure that it doesn't overheat itself. And then actually, factually, these two should be airflow tiles. Awesome. Continue removing buildings here. Only got about a half hour left on stream today. If you weren't here at the beginning, I do apologize. Today's stream will be a little bit shorter than normal, just because I... Wait, what have I done? Wait, what have I done? I made a 3-tier spam. Good. So this is the downstairs. And actually, factually, this is the upstairs. Yeah. Like I said, I need to end stream a bit earlier today because we're going to have lunch with a colleague. This area is actually nothing right now. We will dig out, but yeah, this is spawn floor. Unless we want to try to keep a hallway here. But we don't ever go over here. And if we never go over here, it doesn't really matter if we have a hallway over or no. Okay. So we throw our gold-plated electrolyzer right here. And And then put a door next to it like usual. We're just making the exact same thing we made previously. This is gold, yes? Yes, good. We then make a gold pump in this line and there. And that's why I have to move this pipe. What is this pipe exactly? Why is there no auction at all in Spomville? Huh. Oh, there's actually no liquid at all in Spomville. Oh, okay. So we have finally reached the the bottom of our saved up water. So when I said let's pump all the water out, I thought we'd resolve that fairly quickly. The reason it's emptying so fast is not just because the water is being pumped to the bathrooms. It's also all trying to go to the spoms. And I forgot that part. So, where is the spom line? It's right here. As long as we pump out clean water, we can connect it this way instead. And why is it not going now? Okay. This is an input. It's full, though. So shouldn't the water be running past it? If it were to run past it, it can't go in this way because there's an out. It should go in that way because there's an in. Alright. Just to help, I'm going to cut that. Does that help at all? That does help. So it's confused on where to go here. I'm not quite sure why. Okay. This is a temporary solution until we run out of clean water here. Now, if I make a wall there and there, I believe we'll only have clean water inside. I hope that works the way I think it does. Okay, what that means, though, is there's no longer water coming from here up this way. It's only this stuff currently. Beams on the way. Good, good, good. All right. Also, they're working on making this stuff over here, getting us closer and closer to dealing with the cool steam vent. Cool, again, being a relative term, not an absolute term. It's 120 degrees, pretty darn warm. So we're manually doing this now. One is totally full. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off entirely. We then wait for the germs to go away. Be just a little bit of time, not too long. Okay. Are you going to work the way I want you to work? So far good. So far good. So far good. Here comes Hassan to the other one. And... okay. So the water line's actually rising a little bit. We'll have to add another one, but I think it is working the way I want it to. The rock right here is sedimentary, so we'll build with that instead of having to get something far away. Right. Okay, we can now ignore this entirely until it's eventually out entirely. We're down to 90% breathability. We have produced 764 oxygen yesterday. These are functioning again, so we should be okay for the next little bit. Okay, like I said though, I need to move these pipes. Except. This is the line where the auction output goes. So eventually I actually would not mind just plugging directly into it. Because these two spoms are going up, which is a full pipe worth. This one has space for additional. It'll just be in the short term that we'll not want to pump into here until we have the other gases dealt with, the hydrogen and carbon dioxide and so on. So I'm going to make a bridge just for now. I believe I'm going to use the absolutely overpowered hacking ability that is It is the snipping tool. Or will that not work? Because they're not going to be able to go in and change the pipeline once the SPOM is functioning. What I'm hoping is if I snip this and then reattach it, it will still go. Okay, it's not going to. It is not going to, unfortunately. Well, it kind of does. So, if I snip it, it'll definitely work correctly, which is skipping over this middle point. No worries. But when I reattach it, by adding the pump's gonna go right here. This actually may work. This actually may work. If I snip again there... Yeah, as long as there's not a pipe directly through the bridge, we're okay. But if I add... Whoops. That, it's fine. This did not work the way I thought it would work, but it will work absolutely perfectly. Cool, cool, cool. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, so other things. The liquid pipe needs to give water to here as well. This running through the SPOM room is going to heat it up quite a bit. That's not an issue because the other rooms have cooling or are made of gold. And the gas coming out of here is actually not being cooled at all. What temperature is in this pipe now? Okay, it's 32 degrees by the time it gets down here. Are y'all stuck or y'all idle? Y'all are idle. I'm sorry. Need to lay out more jobs for our little friends. Okay, I know we need a hydrogen pump there. We'll have to get rid of this ladder. Get rid of each of these as well. Yeah, so the gas is nicely decreasing in heat, but not enough. So I'm guessing the temperature actually is raising in this area. Yeah, it is. Not terrible, but a little bit. And this is still the area we've not put a cooling loop into. I would like to do that at some point. This area has been nicely looped. This area has not been, so it is getting warmer. I guess that'll be our next project, presumably. Okay, the power line running here is definitely running right through the pump. We can't have that. So we'll remove the wire there and add a bridge instead. This is a place where the thoughtful engineer would probably do a good job of like rewiring this section, just not deal with it coming through the room. But we are not the thoughtful engineer. Gold made, good. Generator will not overheat, fairly sure, even with being made of copper. As right now it is, what temperature? 24 degrees, yeah, really no problems at all. Now we start connecting stuff. Need to add another battery down here as well. Cool. It would be easier to just cool the air with the brine loop. Maybe. Yeah, if we cool the air here with the brine loop, then... Or do you mean up here? So we do have brine loops in a few of the rooms. We could add just one more of those. I was planning a cooling loop anyway, just because it feels like a safer thing to do. Because there's probably heat coming in other ways than just through the auction here. And so I want to have as many cooling loops as possible to defeat all enemies, foreign and domestic, as opposed to just the oxygen. But we'll see. Okay, so this and this attach. As does that. We are going to need to kickstart this thing also. So I'm plugging everything and then kickstart afterwards. That's all good and right. We have pipes also now. We have our atmosphere sensors also. Nothing is powered. Glorious. Then you start sealing these off. So for the time being, this goes down this way and then plugs into the shame pipe, which is right here. And I'm going to leave this extraneous piping here, because eventually we're going to dump or remove the rest of the oxygen from here with the filter, but not yet. Okay, we then also need to connect these still. No, everything will be connected then. I think. I think we're good to go then. No sandstone. Okay. Make that of non-sandstone piping instead. Granite's just fine. I wonder if I'll ever regret using all the granite in the ways we have. We still have scads of it, though. Cool. Okay, to the chlorine room. Is it fully degermed? It is. So that's still turned off entirely. This one will turn on all the way. And empty that out again. The liquid here is now entirely non-polluted water. 23 degrees, just fine. Okay, time to cut off 2 sides of the base once more. And then we'll seal this one here. Each of these get set to 300 or above. This one we're going to turn... No. This one we turn off entirely for right now. Sorry, if it's below 0 is better. And then this one is... At this point, anything gets pumped. So say if it's above 0, get pumping until the hydrogen is normalized. Looking good. Possibly looking bad. We'll want to remove these mafic rocks, get them all swept out. Make a higher priority to do. Is there junk on the floor here? A little more mafic rock to get. Cool. We can add our first one of these here. Hey, Delmuka, good seeing ya. And surely this will fix all of our auction problems forever and always. We'll see. Liquid is coming in again. It is being pumped out as fast as coming in. So full balls are going through. A full ball is 10 kilograms. This thing on a single pump pumps 10 kilograms. So yes, it's a 1-to-1 correspondence. Cool. Cool. So what I need to do is hopefully get the pipes packed so much that it stops taking all of it at once. And as of right now, that is happening here. That's taking a very, very long time to pack entirely. We could, for the moment, put a switch in of some sort that turns this off until it hits a certain level. That's just so I can see some standing water. As of now, nothing is failing, though the water's getting very, very cold. And I sure am hoping it does not freeze the water here. As of now, it's still 30 degrees. So yeah, these ice temp shift plates actually are doing what I want them to do, because the water coming out is a little bit warmer than we like, so it'll help somewhat. Right, still half full there. Cool. Spawnville. There's a couple more items in here still. Let's make sure those get pulled out. Got highest priority to do that. I think I moved the spam up. Electrolyzer up. It does not matter at all. Okay. We could Kool-Aid Man through the wall on the right halfway up to get more clean water. Oh! Oh yeah! Right here, you mean? And just get this nice water. Unfortunately, the nice water has germs in it somewhat. And so the reason we pumped this out entirely was to get rid of the germs that were in here. And so I think opening the wall between them might cause a problem. But I'd like to avoid that if possible. However. Behold! Behold! Okay, so it is backed up entirely now. It'll begin to fill. So cool. So cool, so cool. That's all been swept out. We now fill this up. Yeah, Kool-Aid Man through the wall is an amazing, amazing sentence. The happiness of my youth fills my mind at once. What are you? What are you, little wire? This pipe is really nothing. I think this is the earliest instantiation of the shame pipe. We can get rid of it now. I have a feeling we're not doing enough storing jobs, or it's possible we don't have places to store these things. There's some open spots. This bin is meant to hold just coal. What coal is that? Yes, under a ton of coal by quite a bit. This is again unreachable. So there is coal downstairs. That's good. They can't pass through. Oh, they can. They can hop down and over. And then, behold! I knew there was coal down here somewhere. Behold. Oh, also, what do you want to bet this pad here is pure, simple volcano? Yeah. Always with the volcanoes, huh? Make a ladder line that climbs now. The ground stone is granite. Cool. I want to find out, so we'll work away over there. We'll see. Okay, we can dig out this also. Keeping the coal going. I did mention earlier it would be a good idea to get more hatch ranches going, and that has not gotten done yet. Hey, Defy, have we gotten solar power yet? I think solar power requires glass, right? I don't have that yet. Also, no plastic. That's true. You need plastic for that. Goal is to get this power going. Still not dormant. Curious, though, why this is saying it's unreachable. That is my confusion. So surely that's reachable, as is that. As is that, I think. I think. That's unreachable also. What do you want to bet it's a lack of auction availability here? What do you want to bet? Oh! I didn't realize I was still feeding this with just this thing. For some reason, I thought it was coming from the bottom. Oh. So all of the oxygen for the little suits is coming from a weird pump in the middle of the base. It currently has no power at all. Why do you have no power at all? So the entire base seems to have no power at all right now. Because we have run out of coal in the coal room. Well. So, there is coal on the map right now. It's right there. This is full of 3,000 coal. It's priority 5 to be there. The coal bucket down here is priority 5 also. Alright, move the priority up. And they should come here at once. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm actually moved to priority 7. Actually 6. And then move these to 7 so it gets loaded. Yeah, I knew our situation with the coal was not so good. Oh, except they can't get down here, can they? Wait, no, we don't need to do that. There's a reason we have a conveyor belt there. The reason we have the conveyor belt there is so that our dupes load it into the machine next door. Because they can't get back here without any oxygen. Okay, this is fine. So this stays at 7. These each go to 6. No, these stay at 7. Sorry, these go to 6 here. Leave it as it was. The question then is, why is... Where are we? Why is this not working? So this should have coal going in. It's set as job 9. So this should be loading here. This doesn't say it needs power, does it? Okay, it does need 120 watts. Yeah, I forgot. This page doesn't show power needs. You have to go into the page here. So we need 120 watts on this thing. Yeah, that is definitely a thing. That's definitely a thing. So there's a lot of coal right here. We just need to get it down. So we could disable the oxygen mask thing and see if our dupes can hold their breath until they get here. I think they can. I believe in the dupes. Don't you doubt the dupes, friends. Don't you doubt the dupes. We could also get out the old run machine. So they're moving coal from this box over to this box. Is that true? No, or to one of these boxes. Oh gosh. I need a way to label my boxes better. Is someone on the way? That's turned off now. So it's end of the second day with no power at all. These are still going, thank goodness, because they have their own power production. The issue will be when this water line goes dry, then big problems. However, they're no longer cooling, because this thing is not on any power line. Good. All right, here comes Marie. Marie is carrying coal. Behold, everyone's bringing me coal. Oh gosh, literally everyone is going into the pit. Don't you all die down there? Oh, beloved dupes. Oh, beloved dupes. You sure? You sure you want to go down here? As of right now, they're all fetching coal. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, dupes. Power online once more. So I want to flip this thing back. I believe they can pass the other direction with no mask on. Fine. Oxygen's pumping again. Good stuff. Whew. Alright. This is now fully built, and so I want to kickstart you as well. I'll make a little Kickstarter here. And then go ahead and plug it in right here is fine. Gonna be good. Holding the breaths. Oh, where are y'all going? Why are you going deeper in? It is possible they can't get past this. Now I've turned it back on. I haven't turned it back on, though. Otto is leaving here good. Rest of y'all, alright, they're stopping, have a breath. They're refilling their breath, and then they leave the death pit. Doing some more work. Appreciate it. I just want everyone out of the pit, and then I'll flick the thing. Make sure it's available again. So can they pass that? Hello, Bonnie. Can you pass this now? Oh, Bonnie has a face mask on. That's fine. Good job, Bonnie. May is working their way out. I think we're fine. As long as we don't have some sort of terrible collapse here, but that will not happen. Looks good. Everybody out. No death. All good. We're on camp power for the next little bit. We're at 11 tons again. And there's a big old pile of coal still down here. Which Abe is getting. Abe with no mask. Abe, the mighty digger. You're leaving? Okay, cool. I appreciate that, Abe. Thank you for your help, though. Very good of you. That's getting made. Good stuff, Otto. Let's check the chlorine room. So the chlorine room is now fully emptied. The water bucket is looking, good and empty again. Love it. love it. So turn it back onto automation for a little bit. No, we won't. Instead, we turn it off entirely and turn you on entirely. until it's more full once more. One wire remaining. Lindsay is on the way. Cool, cool, cool. How are things on the surface looking? We still have no more steel, so that's not getting done. What's this? How long has this been visible and I haven't seen it? My friends, I give you a second cool slush geyser. Wow. Oh, this is cool slush. This is actually not brine. So cold polluted water comes out of this. I bet what happened is this became apparent, and I noticed it's like, oh gosh, this is totally new. And I just totally missed this was here. So, it is the case that, yeah, we got more coal if we wanted. That feels very, very lucky to have 2 coal generators so close to our main base. I wonder if spaced out planetoids always have these available so close to the starting base. Whichever way, awesome. We'll surely use that at some point soon. If only there were a way to turn cold slush into power. I guess the way to do it is to run it through an electrolyzer and then take the hydrogen and run it along and then take the excess power. It wouldn't be a lot of excess power, unfortunately. Getting close to stream end. Yep, 6 minutes to go, and then I gotta go away. Thanks for noticing. All right, now we run. Thanks, Ruby. Begins. We're pumping out everything into here. And watch the gases go. There will be some oxygen being pumped out of here into the hydrogen generator, but not too much. Okay, because it's just oxygen now, I'm going to change how the pipes are set up. So I want to cut from here to there, and then attach from here to there. Haha! What absolute shenanigans the cutting tool allows. We'll keep an eye on how the hydrogen's going. This is quite a bit of oxygen, actually. Yeah, so we're gonna... I mean, we could wait long term, and I think it would work its way down, but we'll just speed this up by going and putting it on normal amount. Begins pumping out. Good. It's destroyed. Very sad. I'm going to change this one over to pumping on above 300 now. They are both set correctly. Just pumping pure oxygen into the machine still. Sorry, hydrogen generator. You'll get the right thing real soon, I promise. Okay, so this is now no longer pumping because it's under 300. Which means it'll fill with hydrogen next. This is still pumping because gosh, lots of oxygen. Yeah, it's going to be fine. We can just ignore it now. I want to wait till it starts pumping to cut this. But that should be quite soon. Have fun running, Ruby. Have fun running. All right. We have not accomplished any of our actual goals today. More spawn, more good, but still. Also, I never actually marked this to dig out, so no surprise they're not getting up that way. This thing is still happily dormant. And then over here, this thing is not yet happily dormant, unfortunately. Lots of coal. Lots of coal is cool. This room should now be sealed and able to be made into a power plant. Needs to have a control station in it also. So how does one make a power control station? It's a station, I bet. It's probably not emphasis on power, emphasis on station. power control station. Makes microchips. Fit right there. It can fit right here. Cool. Every time I make one of these, I think, okay, this is not the most efficient way to do it, but there it is. Hopefully it'll work for us. And that'll let us tune up the machine somehow. We're getting close to being bathed in hydrogen. We actually may need to pump once more. Yeah, so it's dancing with a very small bit of oxygen right there, which is leading to it not coming down. So we'll pump again just to get all the oxygen out now. Okay, there you go. Now, when above 300, it'll pump. Below it, it'll stop. Have I found a metal volcano? Not yet, Defy. So far, I've only found polluted oxygen, very hot, natural gas, cool steam, volcanoes. Just like normal, boring volcanoes, unfortunately. Alright, so we can now destroy this wire. In there and there. Get rid of the running spot also. Nice. Alright, more oxygen, more good. Now, as I said, this oxygen is coming through this way. It is not being cooled. And I didn't put a brine line in because I said, it's all made out of gold, it'll be fine. I just need to find a way to cool it eventually. However, the bigger thing, I would like to connect here and here. And that will then 50-50 this way. We need a bridge, because it's actually confusing which way it's going. So the bridges are greedy. Okay, we need to think through this in such a way that it does not... So I want to make sure that gas goes this way also. For the moment, I'm just going to cut here. So 25% will go this way, 25% that way. Because these lines are only filling up the oxygen mass, we're probably fine. And I don't think we need this at all anymore. For the moment, the new ones are mostly just filling these and then bringing oxygen to here. We'll see how it goes. I think they'll back up as time goes by. For now, though, we can go ahead and remove all of this. And that one. And this was an earlier, let's get carbon dioxide out. As long as it goes to here, we're fine. So at this point, carbon dioxide, when we had built it rather, carbon dioxide was pooling right here. It's not anymore, so we don't need this anymore to remove carbon dioxide. Okay, remove automation stuff. Remove the building. Getting sandstone back, good. Alright, we got a SPOM functional today, so no oxygen problems, I promise. Next up, gotta deal with this, gotta deal with this, gotta deal with so much more. I thought we'd get a rocket made today, unfortunately we dealt with power instead, and that was fun anyway. My friends, it's after 11 o'clock my time. I gotta get bouncing because I got a dinner to get to, or lunch to get to rather. So thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you had a lovely time. Not sure if we're continuing Oni on Monday. I've really been enjoying it, but I do want to play some other games too. Whichever way, I guarantee we'll come back to Oni before too terribly long, because I feel good about this base, I feel good about our progress, etc. CK3 on Monday? Oh, I guarantee we're definitely playing CK3 on Monday. After 11, where am I at? Iceland? I'm actually in Japan, Sticky Boots. I'm in Japan. It's 11 a.m. here. Yeah, so I don't know. As of right now, I'm leaning in the direction of we're playing the Anno series on Monday, which I've never played, but I've heard such good things about. There's also a possibility that we're going to try just some random smaller games that are have been recommended over on the Discord, just as a one-time play it, see what we think, and move on. At some point in the next few months, weeks, whatever, we're going to try Cities Skylines again. I do want to play that one. And we'll see. Which Anno? I think people have said that 1800 is really, really fun. Random smaller games like Kenshi. We could do a one-stream check-in on Kenshi. I have no idea what the base is doing. No idea. So, we'll see. We'll see. Whichever way, I'll be back not tomorrow, but the day after with some more fun games. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me. These past few weeks, we've done a bunch of Oni. It's been an awesome time. And I love it, and it's good, and thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you all either for more of this in a bit, or some other game on Monday. I'm going away now. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, and thank you for being a friend.